Hi guys, it's Neil. This is part two of the Q&A session, whatever you want to call it. The one question here, we're just going to get right back into it. Should a tripod be used or should we rely heavily upon the host teacher to record? I would go with the host teacher as much as you can. Either way is fine, but when the host teacher is recording, that will allow you to move around and be captured on video. Probably a little bit easier than a tripod, but again, that's with his or her, depends on his or the cooperating teacher's comfort level. Um, Other factors that just kind of go in. What equipment are you using? All that sort of thing. So whatever works best, but definitely enlist the help of your cooperating teacher if possible. Okay, and I have some advice from a clinical practice supervisor. It says, attempt to find at least one clip that distinguishes you from others. What's going to stand out? What's going to make you stand out? Remember, this is one big job interview, essentially. And it says anyone can read a story. So I would caution against using any clip of reading a story. And what that means is, and I don't want to, I'm going to have to assume that that means that in a little group on the carpet, you read them a story. That's not really a lesson. That's just more of a sharing. It's a great activity, but it's not something you want to capture on video. You want to capture an actual instruction where you're teaching them something. Okay. Then the other advice was, which I like, I think it's great, think like a human resource hiring manager when deciding what to put in your portfolio. Think about how many of these EdTPAs are being seen by superintendents and principals. And that goes back to the point of you want to stand out. It might be good to have something memorable but meaningful. And memorable is good, fun lessons are great, but something meaningful is much more important where you actually teach them something, if that makes sense. So memorable is good. Like you might have an original idea, which is, I know you guys do because I worked with you in previous courses and I know how creative you are, but meaningful is the most important thing. It has to mean something. Why did you decide to teach what you're teaching? Okay, and I paraphrased this last one here from our supervisor. It says, it is okay to ask your CT for help with filming. And I mentioned that definitely, yeah. Enlist their help. That way you can walk around the room a little bit easier, do what you have to do, and be much more mobile with your students. It can show your interaction. You want that. And again, it depends on your equipment, but definitely enlist their help. All right, guys, hopefully I realize this is just the beginning of the Q&A, and it's a lot to take in, but hopefully this answers some of your questions. If for whatever reason I didn't adequately respond to what you asked, let me know, and I will be happy to either email you a response or send an announcement, whatever it takes. We'll get it taken care of. So thanks, and for now, next I'm going to go on to the presentation that I was going to do today. And I'll probably have to break that up into two clips. I'm going to try and do it in a half an hour. And this thing that I'm using only will allow me to go 15 minutes at a time. So that's probably a good thing for you. All right, guys.